So surprisingly, we ended up getting Tekashi 6ix9ine's album Dummy Boy. It was originally supposed to come out November 23rd, but it ended up actually getting leaked because Tekashi was in court and he is now facing life charges. So someone in his team figured they might as well leak the album, which then made Tekashi and his camp actually release the album officially. And this is possibly one of the last projects that we're going to hear from 6ix9ine for a very long time outside of the occasional jail phone verse. So let's find out. Is it going to be something that's going to be able to hold us over, or was this album a major disappointment? So the first thing that we're going to look at here is the track list on this album, and I feel like this is where the first problem arises. 6ix9ine is mostly known for a lot of his singles, a lot of those bigger songs, and he said every song on this album was going to be a hit in his Breakfast Club interview, and I feel like he went a little bit too far with that. This album has so many features, and it is true, every song does feel like it has hit potential, but honestly, we don't really get a whole lot of 6ix9ine on the project. So let's go through this. We have Stupid featuring Bobby Shmurda, so there's a feature there. Fifi with obviously Nicki Minaj and Murder Beats. TikTok featuring Little Baby. Kika featuring Tory Lanez. Mama featuring Nicki Minaj and Kanye West. Waka featuring A Boogie with a Hoodie. BB featuring Anuel A, and then Mala featuring Anuel AA again, and then Kanga featuring Kanye West. FIFA featuring Gunna. Toddy featuring DJ Spin King, and then we finally get the first song on the album that's just Tekashi, which is Wando, and then we finish it out with Dummy featuring Trife Drew. So realistically speaking, there is only one song on this album that is Tekashi by himself, and this is his second album. And normally in the first and second album for a new act, they want to make something where you really can connect with them on a personal level, and in this it feels like he's kind of mimicking whatever the feature is doing. If it's an A Boogie with a Hoodie song, he's kind of going with that whole style. If it's a Little Baby song, he's going with the whole Little Baby flow. Like, it doesn't feel like Tekashi's doing anything original here, and that seems like a huge problem. I know Tekashi probably doesn't write his own lyrics. Back in the day, there was rumors that someone else was writing his lyrics when he was on the come up, and I'm sure the case is no different now that he's really big and probably has a whole team of writers writing hits for him. But honestly, I like the whole thing with him yelling, and I like a lot of those songs like Tatty and stuff like that. But when you look at these songs, there's just nothing unique about them. It seems like the features come in and they do pretty solid jobs, but Tekashi himself seems like he's getting one-upped a lot on his own album, which isn't that good. So with all that negative though, let's get to some positives of the album. When he said a lot of these songs were hits, I thought he was joking, because every artist pretty much says that all their songs are hits on the album, and normally there are a lot of filler tracks. But with this, it seems like all these songs really do have hit potential. Some of the ones that were my favorite are TikTok featuring Little Baby, and then Waka featuring A Boogie. Both of these songs I feel like are very good. I feel like both of the features in these cases do better than Tekashi, which is really unfortunate because this is Tekashi's album, but both of the songs in general are really good. They're really fun, upbeat songs, and I feel like these are really good songs to get like hyped to, and I feel like that's what the whole album is really about, and I think that's what Tekashi kind of established himself as. When you look at a lot of his hits like Gummo and stuff, it's like to get hyped to, and I feel like that's what pretty much like every song on here is. It's just to get hype, it's just dumb, stupid fun, and Tekashi delivered in that sense. So with Tekashi possibly facing life in jail, and this is possibly one of the last projects that we're gonna get from him, it's really weird listening to some of these songs, because at the time when he recorded them, he didn't know that these charges were gonna come, and he didn't know that he was gonna face life in jail, and he made a lot of jokes on this album that I don't think he would have made if he knew that these charges were coming, like the court pretty much telling him that he couldn't say Treyway or be affiliated with Treyway in any way. And it's funny because they tried to give this man a warning. They tried to tell him, dude, you got to stop associating yourself with these people, and he clearly treated it as a joke. There's parts on the album where he's about to say Treyway, and then someone comes in and goes, nah, bro, you can't say that, so they say something else. Like, they make the whole thing a whole joke, and this goes back to the whole thing of Tekashi feeling like he was untouchable, feeling like nobody could stop him. Well, the government came in and showed him that yes, you can be stopped, and yes, we will throw you in jail, and no, this is not a joke. So when you listen to this album, it's kind of bittersweet. It's funny in a way to know that this dude was so confident in himself, knowing that he is now facing these charges, but in a way it's also kind of sad because you feel bad for him, because it's like, damn man, Tekashi, you really messed up. Overall though, I feel this was better than his first project by far. I think there are a lot better hits on here, but like I said, there's just way too many features, and that's the main problem with this. It feels like he's outshined by a lot of the people on this album, like Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, Lil Baby, A Boogie with the Hoodie, even Bobby Shmurda, who comes in with that jail phone verse, seems to really tie that whole song together, and that's what really built the hype around the song. And I heard academics say that a lot of the reasoning for this was he had all that drama going on. He had all these people trying to shoot him and come at his life, and he wasn't really in the best headspace to make this album. And I could definitely see that being true. It definitely seems like on this album that was the case, and that's why it's so filled with features, and that's why the whole album is just so feature heavy in general. I think that academics is right, and I think he's cutting him some slack a little bit, but you know, it's kind of hard to say. But let me know what you guys think of this album down in the comments down below. Did you like it better than Day 6ix9ine? Let me know if this is going to hold you over until Tekashi gets out of jail, or do you think he's going to be, you know, washed up by the time he gets out, if he gets out at all. But let me know down in the comments down below. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. If you dislike the video for some odd reason, hit the dislike button. And if you're new, how about you subscribe? But yeah guys, this has been Jacob Throwaway, and as always, peace out.